Hey guys, how you doing? Gavin Timms with REI Network. Welcome back for another episode. I'm excited. I'm really excited because if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you're going to see that I'm back in my home office in Savannah, Georgia. I left December 26th. I've been on the road for over 4 months. And it's been quite insane. A lot has been going on in life, a lot of changes for me. I'm going to move back in Savannah now for a few months. And I'm excited to get some structure back. It's been a long road, but it's been good. You know, I've proven again that I can operate this business from anywhere. I've been in 5 different states. I've been in another country. I went back home to the UK. I was operating from the UK. I've been in California. I've been in Phoenix. I've been in Florida. I've been in Georgia. I've been in St. Louis. So I've been traveling over the last several months again, just trying to get things, just trying to get restructured, realigned with what I'm trying to do, what's going on, with personally and business wise. And it's been good. It's been good, but I've still been working, still been fulfilling. And that's why I love this business. That's why it's the best business in the world. That's why you should be set up on a virtual level, because when things are going well, it's great. When you're traveling, you're doing things. I don't know if you can see, I've even got a bit of a tan. I've been on the beach a little bit while still working as well. So it's good. You know, trying to get healthier, trying to do a lot of things. A lot of personal development is needed right now because, again, the mindset is so key in life in general, and you have to put yourself first before you can help others, right? And if I'm not in a healthy mind, then how can I help my team? How can I help coaching clients and things like that? So you do have to work on yourself. You have to analyze yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. And again, it's been a good reflection because you look at things differently now. When you have success on whatever level, small wins, big wins, life changes, right? And you need to adapt, and you need to identify it, be honest about it, and make the changes for the better, right? I think everyone has versions of themselves as they go through life, right? You have your first version, you have 2.0, 3.0, whatever it is, and you should always be trying to better yourself because you're always growing, you're always learning. You could have done 1,000 things different, but it is what it is. You are where you are, and you have to make changes today. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about today is, are you coachable or are you stuck in your own ways? Because it's really important. A lot of us are stuck in our own ways. We think we have the answers, right? Sometimes we're in denial. We don't want to listen. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't. You think you have it all figured out, okay? But really you don't. And the faster that you can identify these things, again, personal or business, you're going to get better. You're going to make changes. Now, one big thing is for me is that obviously being a golf professional, that's what I did for 10 years. I was a coach for 10 years before I got into the real estate space. And then I've been in now the coaching real estate space, probably coming up for 7 years in the coaching space of real estate. So I feel that I can hold my own in the industry. I feel that, that's what I'm good at, right? That's where I am most comfortable in a coaching role. There's so many things. There's a difference between a teacher and a coach, okay, or a mentor, okay. I'd say a mentor and a coach are very similar, and then there's a teacher. The teacher that says, "Hey, this is what I want you to do. Go and do it." But if you're having the mindset roadblocks, if you don't understand, you need to be explained in a different way. You might need a third party story. You might need to be able to, I'm about to explain it in a different way so you understand it for you. There's different things, and that's what you're going to get from a coach. Okay, but you have to be coachable. And there's one thing that I pride myself on is that when I go into a situation, I'm always there to absorb information, take massive action on it, and learn. Right? I don't go into, I'm going to talk to a mortgage broker and know how to do mortgages like they do. No, I'm going to learn from them and I'm going to act on the bits that I need to do, and whatever that may be. Right? It could be a strategy. We see it all the time sometimes when a client will come on and they are trying to persuade me that it doesn't work. And it's like, you don't understand. I know it works because we have I'm doing it and I have clients that are doing it, right? But I need you to do it this way. Well, what if I did it that way? But I don't want you to do it that way because this is the way that works. When you have it working, you can then make them tweaks, you can make them changes. But I'm going to teach you the way that I do it in the way that works for me. Okay. Now, if you want to go and get that working and then adapt and change and evolve, absolutely 100%. But it makes no sense if I'm going to tell you to do X, Y, and Z, but you want to go and do something else just for the sake of trying it. Doesn't make any sense, right? So every walk of life that we go through, again, personal and business, you have to be willing to make them changes, because if you're willing to make the changes, you're gonna get, like as we just talked about, to the end goal much faster, right? And I've done it in sport. I can go and do a brand new sport that I've never done, and if someone's going to say, well, how do you do it? Okay, they show me and then I do it that way. I'm not going to go and do it I'm not going to go and do it my way. Does that make sense? Why would I do that? Right? You need to, and it happens, guys, right? It happens all the time. We do that. Well, I don't want to do that. No, you can't. You can't do that. If you're going to get education, again, whether it's in real estate, personal training, whatever it may be, it could be food preparation, right? Well, I think I'm going to do it this way, not the what, like, and everyone does that. And it's super frustrating because it's like, well, why are you spending the money? Why are you doing these things? Because guess what? If you're stuck in your own ways, I guarantee you've all been doing the same thing for a long time, getting zero results. And there's a reason for that, is because you're not either listening, you're not taking the action on the steps, or you're getting way distracted on something that actually doesn't work, or you're trying. And you don't want to be doing that. And as quick as you're going, you know what, enough's enough. And it happens to us all. I did it. When you go, I was scared about the contracts. What if they get the contract signed and they don't, the buy doesn't close, and then I need to buy the house, and I was all about the contracts from England. I don't understand what I'm doing, all of them things. But guess what? When you're not getting results, it changes real quick, because then you got to get in the deep end. You go, you know what? I'm just going to do what I've got told. What do they want me to do? I got to market. Okay, I'm doing that. Got to talk to sellers. Got to make offers. I'm going to keep following up until they say yeah. And when I get a contract, that's all I need to do. I'll figure the rest out. So boom, that's what I did. And results come pretty much immediately when you do that. Okay, because it doesn't matter about the exit strategy. All right. It doesn't matter if you pre-thinking what the seller's going to say and the scenario based off the notes from the VA, or whatever it may be. Well, they're not going to want to sell because it looks like they've done work. So I'm just not going to call them, because if they've done work, they're not going to want to give it me at a discounted price. You don't know that. You're just creating a scenario to put off what you need to do. What about if they did do some of the work, but not all the work? What if they're over it and they don't want to finish the work? What if we could go back and forth? And the goal is that you've just got to get it done, right? That's what we want you to do, is just get it done. So make sure you just take a few seconds. You can pause me right now and think about it. Like, where are you at? Like, do you have a game plan? Do you have a plan that you can execute? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're trying to do? Or are you spinning your wheels? Or have you been told 1,000 times, but you're still not doing it? And really identify, where are you at? Because guess what? If we keep doing the same thing, we're going to get the same result. And if it ain't a winning result, you're going to get no result, right? And that's what I want to get across to this. I want you to get in the mindset that I am coachable. I'm going to listen and I'm going to act on it. And I need 6 months of your time that I want you to do it for, okay? Every single day for 6 months of your whole life to change everything. And this isn't a rah. That's just a fact, all right? And you might be happy. I was just having a conversation today. Someone that's new to the firefighting industry, okay? $40,000 a year. All right, $40,000 a year. Nothing, not knocking that, right? And it doesn't matter where you are. You may be making 20,000, you may be making 100, 200,000 watching this. It doesn't matter. But I look at what a firefighter does and the risk and everything that goes in, the nurses, the medical field, all of them people making 40, 50, 60, $100,000 a year. But in real estate, we can do it in a month. We have the ability to do it in a month, right? And for me is that we all have these goals that we want to help more people, right? We might want to give back. We might want to do more for charity, okay? And that is fantastic. That's what you should be doing. Whatever's going to fulfill you to do that. But you can't do that if you can't figure yourself out first. If you don't have that money, you can't give. If you don't want to give to the, you want to give more to the church, right? Or you want to set up a charity. Well, you're going to have the backing to do it, right? So if you want to do that and you want your business on autopilot so you can focus on the fulfilling things for you in life, you have to be successful first. Be successful, be coachable, okay? You're going to follow the steps, the action plan to a T. You're going to execute it with no complaints. You're just going to do it. And what's going to happen is you're going to get results. And once you get results, you're then going to start putting automation and delegation in. And once we do automation and delegation, okay, then you're going to be able to have more time. And when you have that more time, you then have a choice. You have choice to double down on the business, to do more of it, to hire more people, or you go and do something that fulfills you. Okay. Helping the community, right? Traveling, feeding, doing food banks for kids, saving kids from sex trafficking. I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, that's what you should do. But you need your business on autopilot so it's providing for you, the family, so you can focus on that. Unless you've got a lot of money behind you already and you can do that, but most of you haven't, right? We haven't, I haven't, right? We have to build that to be able to get that vision. So before you can help somebody else, you've got to help yourself. And once you've done that and you start to become successful, that is when then you can live the goals and the dream and keep moving forward. Because remember, while you're stuck in the business and you're wearing every hat in the business, you're just getting busier. The more things that you take on, you're getting busier. So what have we done? We've turned a 9 to 5, right, into a 9 to 10, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. job, because we're working so much, because now we're making money, but we're still killing ourselves doing it. But you still want to give back, and now all of a sudden you're double busy, right? So we have to look at, in a 6-month period, how do we exit the business? How do we go and make a lot of money? How do we work hard? How do we then have the marketing automated? We start using automation, delegation, VAs, systems, processes, putting them things in place. Gives you your time back. Now you are now officially a business owner, where you're working on the business, not in it. You've got then a bird's eye view to drive it forward, or then go and fulfill on what you want. And you should be able to do this within 6 months to a year. Okay. Maybe it'll take you longer, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be the same process. I'm not going to say you can do it in 6 months. It might take you 3 years, but you're not going to do it any other way than what I'm explaining to you. Okay. And I know that's what you all want. But you have to go, am I doing everything I can to get that result? Right? Are you tracking your KPIs? When I say, have you spoke to 5 qualified sellers today and made 3 offers? Have you done that? Have you spoke to 25 sellers this week and made 15 offers? Have you spoke to 100 sellers this month and made 60 offers? Have you spoke to 300 sellers in 3 months and made 180 offers? And you're telling me you can't do deals in this market or any market? I don't believe you. You go and ask any coach in the United States or probably across the world. If I speak to 300 people and make 180 offers, anything to do with real estate, can I go and make money? Of course you can. Should you be able to do several deals? Should that turn into probably over $100,000? Absolutely. Why not? Of course it can. If this business is a numbers game, okay? And if you do these things, you're going to get for your vision that you start with, right? I've talked about this before. Vision of your life. Sit with the family. This is important, unless you're a single person and it's just you. But if you have a wife, kids, husband, kids, whatever, parents that live with you, whatever your situation is, you've got to get everybody on board to go, this is the vision. What do you guys think? Are we on board? Like, is there anything I'm missing? What would you do? What's your vision, husband or wife? Like, go through these things, because sometimes as a sole entrepreneur, we start to think about what everyone else wants, but we don't actually ask the questions, and it will come up later down the line, and you don't want that, right? So make sure you get everyone on board and go, look, this is going to be hell for 6 months. I'm going to have to work so hard, but I need 6 months, my whole life, to try this. And I need to stay disciplined and dedicated to getting this result. And how do I know? Because I had that conversation. Okay. I need 6 months. Give me 6 months. And 6 months changed everything. The 6 month period changed our life. Okay. Not that I was making crazy money, but it was that I can do this. I'm making more money than I've ever made. And then you just keep multiplying it and multiplying it and multiplying it. Okay. And it's crazy to think what my goals were. Like my short term goals as a golf professional, if I would have took a job, they wanted to pay me 55 grand a year. Okay. Well, 45 grand plus a $5,000 bonus in that range. So I knew that if I could make 55, 60,000 in real estate in 1 year, it was a lateral move, right? And that was the goal. 5 grand a month. Can I do it? And all of a sudden you get 5 grand a month, then you're on 10 a month, then you're getting 15 a month, and you're getting 20 a month. And it goes up and up and up. And then sometimes you make 80,000 a month. Sometimes it's 20 a month, right? And it flip flops depending on what you're doing, but you're making more money than you've ever had. Okay. And then you start to see the potential of financial freedom and your goals coming off to then give back. Like one of my goals, and you can hold me accountable to it. And I don't even know, like, I say this, and then at the same time, I think you don't realize how much work this is, right? And so I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking is I want to set up a charity in 2023. Okay, 2023, I want to set up a charity doing something non-profit. I don't want a dime from it. I'm not taking a percentage from it. It's all going back in. The only people is if I have to get team members to run it. Other than that, I don't want nothing. I want to give as much back. I have connections. I have great contacts. There's no reason why I can't be raising over $1 million a year comfortably, okay, for a charity if I put the effort in, okay? So my time, I don't want no money, but I'm going to have to put the effort in. Now, I might be biting off more than I can chew, but I'm going to give it a go, right? And that's as much thought as I've gave it yet. I don't even know exactly what it's going to be, but I want to do it. And I know where I am right now is that I've got to work for the rest of this year as I'm doing this podcast, and I've got to get more things outsourced than I have now. So I know that I can dedicate time to it, and I know then it will work. It's not if it will work. It will work because I'm going to put the time into doing it. But if you said start one this week, I couldn't do it because I'm spread too thin. And that's the reality. And I understand that. So I have a target. I need to finish this year, coming into next year, and then I can give it a go and try and make it happen. Okay. So just be thinking, guys, like just really reflect on yourself, really get in the right mindset. Okay. No one's going to do this for you. And I'm telling you, I'm not here to give you rah-rah. I promise. But I want you to get results. It's down to numbers. It's down to mindset. It's down to attitude. All right. It's not how hard the market is or someone else stole your deal. Get over it. Get back on the phone and go again. Right. Stop whining and complaining because it ain't going to get you anywhere. Just go, you know what? The next one's going to be a yes. The next one is going to be a yes. The next one is going to be a yes. And you keep going till someone says yes. And when you land the big one, because there will be a big one. All right. And then you can multiply that. You can reinvest it. And then when you get a little system working, the foundation's built, and you start using that automation delegation, it's going to go to the next level. You're going to absolutely kill it. All right. Well, look, I appreciate it. I'm happy. I've only been back in my house for 1 hour, and I was like, I want to do a podcast because I'm happy and I'm ready to go. I've got a 2-day live event as I'm recording this tomorrow with Joe McCall. So we're excited about that. And yeah, ready to go. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. And drop me a like, comment, subscribe, do all them things. And I will see you on